Okay, that looks like that's recording now, and we will go live. So stand by. All right, and I believe we are live now. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you are tuning in, today is Monday, September 30th, 2024, and it is a little early in the morning. It's 8:30. So I hope you've had at least one cup of coffee already. Maybe working toward that second one. That's a good way to get the day started, get those juices rolling at the start of the week. My name is Douglas Burns, founder of D&B Productions, a commercial photography firm based in Houston, Texas, and you are listening to Framed Perspectives, a LinkedIn live audio event. And because it's live, things are going to happen. Things may happen. Things may go crazy. They may go haywire. So if you are listening in the office or you're listening in the car or wherever you may be listening from, please be patient with us and understand technology is not always perfect, and we will do our best to stay on top of things. If you lose connection for whatever reason, try a different device. Try your tablet, try your computer, try your phone, whatever may work for you. Um, Joining me this morning is the famous Regina Noriega. Regina is a fractional chief marketing officer, also based in Houston, Texas, but also founder of KonectU, a wonderful platform for working with freelance help to help you with your marketing and other fractional services that you may need in your business. And we are going to learn all about LinkedIn this morning and how we can up our LinkedIn game, leverage LinkedIn for increased sales, increased traffic, increased exposure, and I've got my notepad ready. I hope you've got yours. We are recording this, so if you miss it for whatever reason, hopefully I will get these uploaded relatively quickly. I'm going to say relatively because all here's the thing, guys. As soon as I get done here, I am headed out of town for the week for some much deserved vacation. So I'm going to attempt. I'm not promising. I'm going to attempt to get this uploaded before we get on the road. But if it doesn't happen, be sure to tune in, and we will definitely get the recording uploaded later. If you miss anything of this exciting podcast with Regina, I'm looking forward to this. I know you are looking forward to this, and we're going to just get rolling here. So, Regina, welcome. Glad that you're here. Glad that you joined me this morning.
Good morning, and kudos to you to try to get everything done, do a podcast and get it uploaded before you go on vacation. I That is just so focused and savage. I love it. I love it. No excuses, right?
No excuses, no excuses. But look, we'll get into LinkedIn here in just a second because I know we still have people joining us. But you're kind of something of a world traveler yourself. You've kind of been all over the globe.
I have, I think, 23 or 25 countries and counting, but I haven't been traveling for the last couple of years internationally, just locally.
Well, you know what? This is a continental country, and there's so much to see and do. We tend to forget to travel in our own backyard sometimes, right? So we want to. It's nothing wrong with getting out and exploring what's the area around you or the states and the counties around you. There's so much to see and do in this country. We forget that the United States itself is a international destination for so many people.
I know there's so many places here that I really want to see, and I'm looking forward to you showing everything like through LinkedIn, like where you've been, and I know you're going somewhere fabulous.
Well, I'll be honest with you. This week is not. What's so fabulous about this week is disconnecting. I'm actually leaving my camera at home this trip. I'm not pulling it out. I am looking forward to some time on the water, watching the sunset go by with a tropical drink in my hand, a book in the other hand, and getting some overdue Z's that's going to be vacation for me this trip. Nothing exciting photographically, but look, you never know with me. The sometimes inspiration just hits. You can't keep a good photographer down.
I cannot believe you're going to leave your your camera at home, not when you're traveling.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've gotten to the point where on cruises, I tend to leave it at home unless it's like, I will tell you the difference is when we go to Europe, the camera goes with me. If we go to South America, the camera's coming with me. If we just go to the Caribbean, all I'm seeing is the cruise ship and a bar at the beach. I'm good.
You know what? To be honest, sometimes when I look at my photos, like if it's a beach vacation, I'm going, where was this? Because the water is blue, it's gorgeous, we're all blessed. But sometimes it seems like it's the same photo.
It is. You know what? Sun, sand, and surf goes a long way, and it's the same no matter where in the world you are. It's sun, sand, and surf. So, well, hey, let's dive in a little bit. I'm going to start at the really beginning, and we're going to dive into LinkedIn here in a second. But you market yourself as a fractional chief marketing officer. What does that actually entail? What does that look like when you are working with clients?
So that means that I can go into an organization or work with an organization or an executive to build everything from go to market plans to helping them with their search engine optimization, Google advertising. It's basically every kind of acronym that's in digital marketing. That is, I have deep tech expertise. So again, whether it's search engine optimization, Google advertising, content strategy, building your LinkedIn profile, Instagram profile, Twitter, whatever it is, I was born and raised and self taught in this entire world of digital marketing.
Well, this idea of digital marketing is it's a relatively new phenomenon, and I'm saying that relatively because I mean, you and I are of a certain age, and it didn't exist when we were in school.
I know. I just started laughing when you said that. Yes, it didn't exist, but for the last, what, 15 years, we've been blessed to have been able to learn how to use the first PC or Mac. We've been really lucky to learn how to use an Android or iPhone. So, like, digital marketing is everything, right? It stems from all the learnings that we have in having to teach ourselves how to use all this new technology. But when it comes to digital marketing in general. There's so many different, like again, as a fractional chief marketing officer, there's so many different roads you can take where you can be an expert in. But because I have built high performance teams for privately held companies, I've had to get to know and deep dive into all these things that are digital marketing acronyms. So again, self-taught, and I'm a fast learner, and it's something that I'm really good at because I'm passionate about helping executives and brands really shine through online marketing.
Well, let me ask you the how much of the digital marketing world differs or how much of it is the same from the lessons we've learned from the pre-digital era? How much of that pre-digital era marketing do you bring into what you're doing now, and how much of it is, nope, this is a brand new world, this is a new frontier, we may need to make radical changes in the way we thinking about marketing?
The basics are still the same. You have to build the foundation. So whether you're doing traditional marketing or digital, there has to be a foundation built, a strategic plan, a go-to market plan. Those things that we brought from traditional marketing, and again, that's probably what most of our audience here on LinkedIn grew up on, the traditional way, billboards, radio, TV. We bring all the foundational aspects into digital. So there really isn't much of a change when it comes to that as much as the execution. And the execution is what makes digital marketing different, right? We're doing it online, not face to face, not on television, not on radio.
So are we bringing then those techniques to the but let's face it, you and I are doing radio right now. We just happen to be doing radio on LinkedIn, right? So are we bringing those traditional techniques and just saying we got a new broadcast platform?
Yeah, it's so different. Okay, so traditional marketing basically, and again, this is a longer conversation, but in my opinion, traditional marketing was all about me, sell, promote. And online marketing and digital is such a different way to do marketing because it's about providing value to the consumer and to your customer in everything that you do, whether it's through content strategy, messaging on your website, everything is about providing value. I feel like growing up in the traditional world and heading up the traditional marketing teams that I was in charge of, everything was about, okay, let's talk about the product. Let's talk about how we can go ahead and help people with the features of the products. Now, digital is more about bringing the value to the consumer or brand, or having the brand bring the value to the consumer by showing them, like, hey, this is what we can bring you. It's not just about the features, but the benefits. So showing the value.
So there really is a change in mindset and a change in thought process on how we should approach our customer base and how we should look at our customer base and try to attract that customer base.
I believe so. I believe so. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like you can tell when you see someone that came from a traditional marketing background and you see them on Twitter or on LinkedIn, you can just tell from their content strategy. They're just either reposting or just talking constantly about their product, which that's not what people really want in the digital world. You have to provide value first.
That's, okay, that guys, if you're taking notes, that's note number one: provide value first. I mean, uh, that is, I think that is an incredible uh, key takeaway that we're talking about today. We are talking, if you were just tuning in, because I've seen a few people join us a little late, we are talking to Regina Noriega, Chief Fractional Chief Marketing Officer and founder of KonectU. And we're going to get into KonectU in a little bit, but we really were talking about marketing today, and specifically, and here we're going to get real specific now. We're going to talk about LinkedIn and how we can utilize LinkedIn as a marketing tool. And I know for the longest time, and myself included, thought of LinkedIn as, well, it's my digital resume, right? It's what well, this is what I've done in the past. This is who I'm working for now. Or if I'm looking for, looking for my next job, that, let me make sure that I've updated that information. We don't think of it as a social media platform to promote our business or our products or services. So let's talk a little bit about that, Regina.
Oh my God, you know how much I love LinkedIn, and it's such a powerful platform for B2B and B2C, which people don't think B2C too much because they think LinkedIn is traditionally seen as a B2B, business to business. But high income consumers and professionals, they use LinkedIn. This is the prime place that if you have a niche and you want an educated and influential audience, this is the place where you need to be able to go ahead and start marketing because there's a billion users on LinkedIn, and 56% of that, of the billion users, they are decision makers. This is why when people say, hey, we're only going to do Instagram, or we're going to only do Twitter, or we're only going to do Facebook, I tell them you need to really open up your mind and do your research about LinkedIn as well because really it has provided so much incredible opportunities in both networking and business for myself, and that's really like my passion right now. I'm teaching entrepreneurs how to leverage their skills to be able to become thought leaders on LinkedIn.
Now, how much does being a thought leader influence your work as a marketer? To Because I mean, traditionally you think, okay, I have this service or this product that I do that I'm trying to get out in the marketplace, and the service and product is what I'm promoting. But being a thought leader, that's something that's a new concept, I think, for so many of us. How does that how does being establishing yourself how does establishing yourself as a thought leader on a particular topic help propel your business goals?
Okay, we're going to unpack a lot there.
There's a lot in that question.
Okay, so if you just want to be part of the platform of 1 billion users, you can do that. You can go ahead and market yourself, talk about your product all day long, but really there's too much noise on LinkedIn. You have to be able to carve out your niche and really build thought leadership. And how you do that is you've got to really enhance your personal brand, because thought leadership is about establishing your expertise and your authority in a particular niche. Again, my particular niche, fractional marketing and LinkedIn, the more that people understand what you do through your personal brand, you're going to build credibility and trust. So you really need to be sharing really insightful content on LinkedIn where you're being positioned as a go-to expert versus, hi, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm just like an ordinary person like everybody else, reposting or sharing content that doesn't make sense or talking about product all day. So again, becoming a thought leader on LinkedIn has to do with building your personal brand. And when you do that, you're going to build visibility, recognition, credibility, and trust. And of course, then you're going to be able to get that LinkedIn love. LinkedIn will give you greater engagement and reach because when you're providing valuable content and it really resonates with a particular niche, it leads to all that credibility and trust. And again, the visibility and recognition that you're seeking to build your business.
It sounds like that old Zig Ziglar phrase, "know, like, and trust." It's a way of establishing yourself, get people so people know who you are, they trust what you have to say, and they're going and hopefully like what it is that you're providing.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. And of course, there's more to it, right? There's layers because once you become this thought leader by using LinkedIn, you're going to get higher engagement rates. The algorithm is going to benefit you because LinkedIn really favors posts from users who are recognized as an SME or a SME or a subject matter expert. So as your engagement on your content grows, LinkedIn amplifies your reach, which means you're going to have greater opportunity for networking and partnerships and connecting with decision makers. So all that ties into lead generation and, of course, business growth.
I love these. I love all the gems that you're giving us and the information that you're giving us, Regina. This is as a solopreneur myself. I understand the struggle greatly, but yeah, I think there's a lot here for people who work with teams as well, and a different way to think about how we position ourselves in the marketplace and how we position our products and services in the marketplace. If you are just joining us, we are talking to Regina Noriega about LinkedIn marketing. Regina is an expert in the marketing world and is a fractional chief marketing officer. If you have burning questions, if you want to, if there's something that you don't know or don't understand about LinkedIn and LinkedIn marketing specifically, we want to hear from you. Raise your hand. Feel free to come on stage, or you can even DM me here on the platform on LinkedIn, and we would love to bring you on board and get those questions asked because Regina is a wealth of knowledge. If just for a bit of housekeeping here, if for whatever reason you lose the signal or something happens, this is this is technology. This is changing and evolving and hopefully improving technology. So if you're listening in at the office on your laptop and all of a sudden something dies, try us on the phone. If you're in the car, well, just keep driving. The if you are on the phone and you can try a different device, try a tablet, or, feel free to switch devices around. But please do not get in a wreck if you're driving. We want your eyes on the road and everybody to get to the office safe and be able to enjoy that second or third cup of coffee, whatever it takes to get moving this morning. I see Jada has got a question. Jada, let me see if I can bring you on board here. We're gonna allow. And Jada, can you talk to me? What's your question? Go ahead and unmute yourself there, Jada.
Oh, sorry. I think I needed my third cup of coffee this morning.
There you go.
Yeah, so my name is Jada Powell. I'm the co-founder of Houston Apparel Company, and my question is, Regina, you had mentioned, talking talking about traditional marketing versus digital marketing, that you're not trying to be selling your product all the time. Like, is there a ratio, or what are your thoughts on if you are selling a product, how often you should do that on LinkedIn versus creating other content, building your brand, your personal brand?
Good morning. Gosh, Douglas, all my favorite people are here today.
Amazing how that happens. And you have so many favorite people.
I know, they're so great. Okay, thank you for asking that, Jada. That is such, again, more to unpack, but I do have a formula, and I share this all the time on LinkedIn. I really feel that it's got to be an 80-20 thing. 80%, and I know that people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. It's so counterintuitive. I really believe that 80% of the time you need to be sharing the value, your knowledge, your thought leadership, okay? And 20%, you can talk about your product. Hi, remind your audience. Hi, I'm Jada. Hi, I'm Douglas. This is what I do. And I have used this formula for years, not just on LinkedIn, but on Instagram and Twitter. It is only 80-20 works. I've proven it because I have built many different audiences on many different platforms. So, again, great question. Digital marketing is so different when it comes to traditional marketing, not just because of the offline channels and the marketing methods, but the strategies are definitely really, really, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to putting the content out there, it was one when you're in traditional marketing, it's 100% my product. But in digital, I would say try to do 80-20 when you can.
Awesome. Thank you, Regina.
And I think that 80-20 rule applies so much to so many areas in business. I keep running into that over and over and over again. Whether it's in your marketing or in the effort that you put into the office, 20% of your time is actually revenue generating. 80% of the time is supporting the revenue generating, right? So um, that's just I think that just seems to be a rule of life for life and business in general.
I agree. I love that, right? Like when we see each other at events or other places, you don't want to be talking about your business 24 hours a day. People want to know who you are. Like I love that you are going to go on vacation. I love knowing this about you. And I think it's very interesting you're not bringing your camera on this vacation.
I know everybody thinks, oh, it's your photography. You take pictures of everything. I mean, there are times when that's all I can think about and all I do. And my wife would tell you I obsess about it. But the truth of the matter is, your brain's got to reset, and sometimes that means not looking at stuff as a photographer. Sometimes that means putting down the pen and paper and walking away from the computer and taking the dog for a walk and so it's I know for myself I've not had time to reset in a while, and my wife would tell you I'm extremely stressed, and I need to walk away from business for a little bit and become a person again.
Hey, kudos to you. Well deserved.
So, well, let's. What other techniques do you see that people? Well, let me back that up before we get into techniques. What are some of the things that we should not be doing? We've already talked about not being 100% sell on LinkedIn, but what are some of the other don'ts that we should be avoiding in our LinkedIn marketing strategies?
I don't even, Douglas, I don't even want LinkedIn to get mad at me. I don't even want you to upload this because I don't want LinkedIn to get mad at me. So I have, okay. So when you're creating a post for, again, your content strategy, let's talk about content strategy. 80-20, that's the rule that I was sharing that I would prefer most people would do on LinkedIn or in social media in general. 80-20. So one of the part, 80, the 80 part, you're showing, you're sharing value. Like I absolutely do not understand the reposting of articles over and over again. Like I believe like, hey, there's one good article a week that you can repost on your account that some people on LinkedIn think it's awesome and they think it's the way to build the audience by just reposting an article every single day and not even putting like their thoughts on it. It is absolutely a don't and a pet peeve of mine. If you're going to share something with your network, make it valuable, make it count. Say and share on the post why you're sharing it. When I see that come up on my feed, I just keep scrolling. I'm like, okay, is this person so lazy? They don't even want to give their opinion. If you're going to stand out on, again, LinkedIn, give your opinion. People want to associate with people. And again, when we say people, let's talk about people want to associate with thought leaders that have an opinion. So reposting an article, you are wasting, it is wasted space on your feed. But again, that's just me. And I'm sorry, LinkedIn, I love all your articles, but I really feel that it could be done in a more strategic way. If you're going to share an article, share your opinion or share value with your audience.
The I can't imagine they would have a problem with that. I mean, because they want people to engage on the platform, right? They want people to communicate in if you're just this is not Facebook. We're not sharing happy cat videos, or
What?
ki-
What? We like cats.
I, I'm going to be the one to admit, guys. I'm over I'm not a cat person. I've never been a cat person. And I love my dog, and she's a sweetheart. But I don't want to see a thousand. I cannot sit there and watch 1,000 videos of cats doing stupid things because just it's just not me, guys. What can I tell
No,
you?
that's okay. I'm a dog person as well, but you need to stay off Twitter because that's where all those cat memes and videos
Well, how much time should we be spending then on the platform if we're going to utilize LinkedIn as a key part of our marketing strategy? Because I can't imagine anyone in business not using LinkedIn as a part. I'm not saying it's the whole enchilada, guys. I think look, there's no one magic key for everybody for anything, but it should be part of a larger framework of your strategy. But how much time should we be spending on the platform? I mean, do we go back to that 80/20 rule, or is there maybe an hour a day? What how do we maximize our time and ROI on LinkedIn?
this is where LinkedIn is gonna love me. So you're allowed to post now. Okay. So seriously, folks, I am on LinkedIn all day long. I check in the morning, check in DMs. I am on LinkedIn Sales Navigator, which I go ahead and check to see if my ideal client profile is reaching out to me. We do LinkedIn marketing campaigns for clients. We go ahead and launch ads, which is very expensive, but worth it because again, this is a high value clientele here. So I guess it depends on how much time you want to grow your business. I set aside a couple hours a day in the morning and at night to go ahead and activate all my campaigns. And again, it's like, how much business do you want to get? Okay. You want to create awesome content. You want to be able to go ahead and um, basically engage with your audience. That is really what you need to do. I would say 80% of my time is engaging with people on LinkedIn through in-mail or commenting on their posts. Again, one of the best strategies if you do not have an audience or you're just still looking to enhance your network on LinkedIn, commenting and engaging on other people's posts is really the most organic and free way to go ahead and build your audience on LinkedIn.
Well, we definitely like the FREE word. That's always ears. That's always a welcome sound to the ears of any business owner. You had mentioned working in the evenings. Now, here again, I'm gonna reference you and I are of a certain age. 9 to 5 was, that was our office hours, or 9 to 6 or 8 to 6, but it was, there was a set time. And it seems like the world has morphed. And I'm not even talking about people who are doing business internationally, because that's an entirely different subject. But we seem to be connected nearly 24/7. And should we be engaging in non office hour times on the platform? Do you have any? And I don't know if you've done any research. Do you have any stats to back up? Is there a better time of day to be engaging with people on the platform?
That really depends on who your ideal client is, and that's an ICP, your ideal client profile. So, because I've done a lot of international business, I am on the platform day and night at certain times because I want to be able to do my outreach then. So, again, it's who is your client and where, what time do you think they're engaging? For you, as far as like trying to decide, okay, how much time do you want to spend on this? You got to just remember it's not 5 minutes or 15 minutes for daily engagement. I would say if you wanted to put in 2 to 4 hours weekly on weekly engagement, that would be a good place to start. But if you're aiming to be a thought leader on the platform, definitely at least an hour a day, whether it's content creation or strategic engagement or relationship building, you need to go ahead and find ways to maximize your time effectively, right? I would definitely, when it comes to maximizing your time effectively, definitely put the priority in engaging and putting comments out there, not just likes, but engaging with the decision makers and really commenting on other people's posts. It's not just about you, it's about you finding your ideal client or people that are your peers and commenting on their posts and engaging in what they do. It's kind of, people think, oh, you always need new people. One of the best strategies on LinkedIn that people don't understand is to comment on the posts of the people that you do know, that you do love, because what happens is you're doing a mutual benefit, okay? You are commenting on their posts so their audience can see you, and also you are supporting them in their content journey. And when they comment on your posts, they're supporting you in their content, in your content journey, and also getting exposed to your audience. So it's a two-way street. But again, put your high priority in engaging with people on the platform.
I love that what you mentioned there about commenting on not just on new people, but on the people that you're already engaged with, and people that are active on the platform, and on commenting on their posts, and giving feedback and whatnot. Because it's like I may know 20 people, but my friend knows a different 20 people, and their friends know a different 20 people, right? So it's expanding that network out as much as possible.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't understand that like, the best, I guess, referrals you're going to get is going to be from your second level network, right? So if at that time you don't need my service, but I'm commenting on your post to go ahead and support you in your journey, someone in your network might need my service. And I think that's so important because a lot of folks, they're like, well, you're my friend. I don't want to comment on your post. I want to find new people. That's not really how social networking works.
Yeah, it's very much like like a traditional networking event. It's, the person in front of you may not be your ideal client, but they may know a person who might be your ideal client. Look, guys, if you've got burning questions for Regina, you want to know more about LinkedIn and how to improve your LinkedIn strategy, marketing your company, products or services, feel free to raise your hand, DM me, come on stage, ask your question. Love to hear from you guys. Love to know I want to know what you guys are interested in, what, because we can all learn from one another, right? This is why we're here. We want to continually improve our game, and Regina is a LinkedIn expert. And in all if I can be perfectly candid with you guys, I have engaged Regina myself to up my LinkedIn game, and she took me from, I won't say quite ground zero. I think I was better than ground zero, but you've got me in the fast lane now. I'm definitely on the LinkedIn highway, and we're moving that direction. So I want to know what you are burning to ask. So feel free to raise your hand. We'd love to hear from you. Um, Regina, LinkedIn recently, I mean, like within the last week, I think it was, said that they're retiring their top voice program on their LinkedIn articles. And we've been talking a big part of this conversation this morning has been about becoming a subject matter expert on LinkedIn and getting yourself out there. And that was a big part of that process for so many people. What challenges do you see, or what was your reaction? I should start, I guess, with what was your reaction with them saying we're retiring that program, and what steps should we take to move forward from that?
Sorry, it would not unmute. Okay.
I just leave my mic on. Yeah, you can't shut me up.
Yeah, okay. I think it was awesome that LinkedIn did all this because it showed like who was creating really great content. But as far as I'm concerned, nothing's changed in the way I market and the way I'm doing things because I always want to provide value. And people will see that whether you comment on an article or not. The top voice badge is a great recognition. It's a great call out. It's been out for about a year. But I really think that now it's something that people have to do or just have the mindset of really thought leadership is really about quality. Okay, it is the quality, it's the meaningful contributions that you're making on others in your networks on their posts. And I really feel that like it's just going to make everybody that is creating content, hopefully, we need to have a better standard for the quality of content on LinkedIn because I got to tell you, and I post about it all the time, just recently too. 99% of the content on LinkedIn sucks. Really, I mean, it's just like the people are out there just resharing articles. They just want to feed the algorithm, not the right way. Like, if you're gonna have an algorithm judge your content, gosh, put great stuff out there. That's how you get recognized. That's how people think of you as a thought leader. Okay, it's really the quality, and I think the quality is gonna force people to just level up on LinkedIn, which they really need to do.
And I think that's probably true of a number of platforms, not just LinkedIn, but that's what we're talking about this morning. If you've joined us recently, and I think most everybody's been listening for a while, but we're talking to Regina Noriega, fractional chief marketing officer and founder of KonectU. And I want to give you a little bit of time to talk about KonectU because that's another platform of yours that I know you're extremely excited about. Um, because we're talking about marketing and there's a lot of ways, there's a lot of people on your KonectU platform that can help you with your marketing. So let's start with talking about what KonectU is, and how people can engage with that.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got two divisions of KonectU. The first division is the digital marketing agency part, where I work with CEOs like yourself and executives that want to level up their LinkedIn by helping them create their personal brands. Everything is customized, there is no one size fit all, but we teach you the proprietary system on how to leverage LinkedIn to build your business, build your personal brand. So you are thought of as a thought leader, and then of course you're going to be able to go out on LinkedIn with a plan. So that's kind of like that division of KonectU, which also includes fractional marketing services. And so I also am hired by CEOs to come into an organization to help them with go-to-market strategies, help them with launching their Shopify stores, whatever has a acronym, SEO, ORM, which is online reputation management, e-com, D2C, whatever it is that has to do with digital. CEOs hire me to just come in and I either review their current marketing plans, I build the plans, I build their strategic plans, I assess who is sitting in the right seats to be able to execute these high performance digital marketing initiatives. So that's kind of like the first division of KonectU. The second division is a freelance marketplace where I represent about 60 of the best fractional executives and consultants and freelancers that offer services ranging from app technology, website development, search engine optimization, Google advertising, whatever you need in terms of digital marketing or wanting in emerging tech. I can go ahead and connect you with that professional so you can go ahead and build, grow, and scale your business.
And it's a great way to. I think we tend to forget about bringing in outside help. Oftentimes, we think we need to have everything inside our office, right? So bringing in those people who can work with us on a fractional basis or work with us on a contractual basis to fill in those gaps, because nobody can be an expert in every aspect of every business. So that it's a great way to help fill in those gaps, skills gaps that we so desperately need. So I really appreciate the fact that you're putting thought out, and your people on KonectU, they're vetted. This is not just, it's not like Fiverr where anybody can set up I'm not knocking Fiverr's got their place in the marketplace, but anybody can set up a Fiverr account. People on KonectU are vetted, are they not?
Not just vetted, you can't just get on. We are in early beta, so every executive or fractional consultant or freelancer on KonectU has been personally vetted by me, meaning that when I introduce an organization to that person, this is just hilarious though, you'll love this. I've either trained the person to do this job or their business, or I have used them personally on the corporate level or professionally too in building my brand, because I built many businesses on LinkedIn. And so again, my network and the people that I'm connected with now, they are working full-time jobs or sometimes they're full-time freelancers, but whatever you need from them, they're going to be able to do it at the fraction of a cost and also at the speed that helps you really, I guess, dive into digital. Because again, digital is super fast. There is not like every single minute is so fast and changing. That's why you have to get that expert when you're trying to get, I guess, things launched like an app or a website, because things are changing and you need that specialized talent to help you.
I I I agree. You need specialized help in so many areas, and it's out there and it's available and can do nothing but help propel you forward. Guys, we've been talking to Regina Noriega this morning. Spent a lot of our time talking about LinkedIn marketing, and a couple of the notes that I took away from this morning's conversation is provide value first, and I think that's probably the biggest key takeaway I've got from this conversation: providing value first, and helps position you as a thought leader in the marketplace, so that the people go back to that know, like, and trust value that they think of you as a subject matter expert, and spending probably more time than we're comfortable with engaging on the platform and engaging with other people's posts, and especially our friends and colleagues, and truly engaging, not just resharing, but offering thoughts and comments on other people's posts, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to throw that my personal pet peeve: no dancing cat videos. I'm just gonna, guys, I don't want to see the dancing cat videos.
What? I'm making a meme right now. I'm gonna post it.
Regina, what other key takeaways as we try to wrap this conversation up this morning? What other key takeaways when it comes to our online digital marketing and specifically LinkedIn should we be walking away with and thinking about for as we adapt and change our online strategies?
For digital marketing in general, just remember that consistency is more important than quantity, okay? The consistency part, it's better to spend 15 minutes every day on LinkedIn or whatever social platform that you want to engage in than just doing an hour a week. Regular interaction on LinkedIn or that social platform you want to go ahead and play in, that keeps you visible and relevant in your network. And I just can't begin to tell you, your time commitment is based on the results that you're looking to achieve. So if you're looking for a job, it's better to do it like 15, 20, 30 minutes a day than 1 hour a week. You need to be able to go ahead and engage with what's going to align with your business goals and your personal goals. Because at the end of the day, if you're building a personal brand or you want to generate leads or find new career of opportunities, you have to be consistent. So, yes, it's like you have to make engaging on LinkedIn like going to the gym, okay, or going to bed at the same time. You need to have a schedule.
And there you have it. It's you got to exercise, not just your biceps, but you got to exercise exercise that LinkedIn muscle as well on a regular basis. Regina, if someone had some additional questions for you, wanted to follow up with you and communicate with you, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
They can do two things. If they're part of your network, they can reach out to you and you can connect us, or you can reach out to me directly. If you just DM and say Douglas, I'll know that it came from this particular podcast, and I'll be happy to help you build your personal brand or come into your business if you need fractional marketing services, or if you need a freelancer in website development, app technology, Google advertising, search engine optimization, just DM me on LinkedIn or again, email me. That's in my contact information. Many ways, but guess what? It's going to get answered, Douglas, because I'm on LinkedIn all the time, all day long.
As I can well attest, seeing you comment stuff and send me messages at all hours of the day and night. I sometimes wonder if you don't sleep with LinkedIn permanently plugged into your brain. So, um, but in all fairness, Regina is the absolute expert and go-to person in on this platform, and I would not trust too many other people with my LinkedIn strategy. I mean, it's when I made a decision that I wanted to uh, im- up my game and improve my strategy, the very first phone call I made was to Regina, and I could not have been happier to have made that call. So I want to thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today. We're going to end this a little early today because as I mentioned at the top of the podcast, I do have to get on the road to catch the boat, quite literally, so that we can sail away into the ocean blue this week and get some well-deserved down R&R time. Whatever your plans are for this week, I hope they are fantastic. Don't forget to engage more and tune in the next couple weeks. And you'll forgive me because I don't have my notes in front of me on who we're talking to in a couple of weeks. But do stay connected with me. I want to connect with you if we're not already connected here on the platform. Feel free to reach out and engage, ask your questions. Our guest today has been Regina Noriega, founder of KonectU. My name is Douglas Burns, the founder of DMB Productions, a commercial photography firm based in Houston, Texas. And I look forward to seeing you on the very next episode. Take care.
Thanks, Douglas. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
Bye, guys.